Kipchoge. How quickly, how fast is his heart beating?
5.
We have liftoff. Apollo Kipchoge is up and away, and the challenge, very easy to say, to run 26.2 miles, 42.2 kilometers in under 2 hours. Very easy to say, rather more difficult to achieve. And they're on their way on the Reichsbrücke, traveling over the Danube, and they will be heading into the Prater very, very shortly indeed. Shalane and Ed have joined me in the commentary box. And Shalane, former winner, of course, of the New York Marathon just, 2 years ago. In these early kilometers, what's most important for Eliud?
Right now, Eliud is just completely relaxed. He is just in a state of flow. He's just locking in to the pace. Really, no mental energy is going to be wasted right now. It's almost kind of trying to fall asleep a little bit. He's just looking at the back of his pacer, looking at the back of specifically Bernard Lagat right there. They've been practicing all week these formations. He's very familiar with these guys. He's very comfortable. So he's just finding his rhythm, settling into pace, turning off the brain, saving all that mental energy for when it really starts to
get a monastic lifestyle, isn't it, Ed? It's very much run, eat, sleep, and repeat again, and repeat again.
Yeah, he just keeps on doing the same thing. There's no magic. There really is no silver bullet to getting as fast and as fit. I mean, you have to have the talent, but
yes,
you have to keep on doing the same things.
That's the mantra for all marathoners: run, eat, sleep, repeat. And that's what really breeds and produces the best results if you want to be a great marathoner and a great distance runner.
I think there was a slight trip there. Was there a trip?
Yes. I just saw Eliud kind of a little trip up in that transition.
So they've lost their...
A little rocky.
Yeah, that was a little bit ragged. You have to say that the transitions from one team to the next, they're just coming through in front of our commentary position yet again, from left to right as we look out from our commentary position here. And once again, the speed, quite breathtaking. And I can't stress enough, the crowd out on the course is absolutely phenomenal. And let's once again, Shalane, contrast that to the experiment in Monza, where there was no crowd at all. It was special invitees only, and there was simply no atmosphere.
Yeah, there was only atmosphere on the final straightaway and the back side of the track. There was no one. I mean, you could literally hear crickets, you could hear breathing, you could hear your feet on the road. I think we've all know that Eliud thrives off of an environment and the support and the fans cheering. He said when he broke the world record in Berlin that when he was running alone the last 17K, that it really was the fans cheering that was music to his ears, and that what's helped him break that record. So this is an essential, if we're talking about baking our cake, an essential ingredient to his success today, because I'm nervous right now because I know what the last 40 minutes of a marathon is going to feel like. Each 10-minute chunk is going to get harder and harder, and he's going to start relying on the environment around him.
We're now into Team 7 there. There is the lineup for Team 7 with Brett Robinson, the Australian, the latest captain to take over. Himself, all the pacemakers have let him go. As Ed said, he is sprinting into the history books here. They're cheering him on. 400 meters to go. Let's bring him home. This is history unfolding on the streets of Vienna this morning. It's a Saturday run like we've never seen before. Listen at the noise. The crowd getting right behind him. Goodness me, 300 meters to go. He can see the finish line here. Neil Armstrong we had on the moon in 1969. We had Roger Bannister, the 4-minute mile 65 years ago. Edmund Hillary, the first man to climb Everest in 1953. We have 1 minute to go. Eliud Kipchoge is on his way here.
It's not going to be a minute.
This humble farmer who used to run 2 miles to school every day and back. He used to go to the nearest town on his bike to sell milk at the local market. And now, through hard work and discipline, he's pointing. Come on, he says. Eliud Kipchoge has the hand of history on his shoulder. He has less than 200 meters to go. Eliud Kipchoge, let's keep an eye on the clock. Into the final 20 seconds. Eliud Kipchoge. Whoa! On his shoulder, 1:40, 1:40, the unofficial time.
There's his wife.
Eliud Kipchoge storms into the history books in Vienna. 1:59.40, the unofficial time. The first man to run a marathon in under 2 hours. One final lung-busting stride for Kipchoge. One giant leap for human endeavor. And you know, Kipchoge was right. No human is limited. And now he can celebrate. He has done it. And to Roger Bannister, Neil Armstrong, Edmund Hillary, we can now add the name of Eliud Kipchoge. Shalane, sum it up for us.
I would like to just thank Eliud for sharing his gift with the world, with us today in the City of Dreams. He created an absolute masterpiece that will never be forgotten.
Ed.
That was absolutely beautiful. That last kilometer was absolutely beautiful, with his teammates cheering him on from behind. He's now been held aloft by all of his teammates. There's thousands of people with cameras who want to hug him. There's a Kenyan flag. It's pandemonium at the finish line. He's going crazy. You wouldn't have thought he'd just run a marathon.
No, he looks phenomenal. There are people crying in the crowd.
Well, there was a very carefully choreographed plan for the finish, but that's completely been ripped up and thrown out of the window because Eliud Kipchoge is on. He's still got energy. How on earth do you have the energy to run like this after running at 13 miles an hour for 2 hours? There you can see the unofficial time. We may take a minute or two to make that the official time, but 1:59.40.2 is the unofficial time. Comfortably inside 2 hours, and the Olympic champion, the world record holder, the greatest marathon runner the world has ever seen, is now in the history books. And they are going berserk right in front of our commentary position here.
We could just see his physio, his long-time physio.
Crying, wiping tears away.
He is a tough guy who hurts people for a living. He puts his thumbs deep in their muscles, and he is weeping in front of our commentary box here.
There is Grace, there is his wife. What on earth must she be thinking? You choose a race to go and watch your husband race for the first time. This is not a bad
It's a good one. It's a good one. It's a good one.
I wonder what his kids are going to say later today. Oh, Dad, it was okay. It was pretty good.
We see all the Kenyan flags here. This is such a big moment for Kenya, for East Africa, and it's incredible that we're watching this supreme athlete from Kenya do this on the world stage.
There they are. His children watching on with great pride. And I wonder what Eliud is thinking as well, because anybody who's a parent knows that it makes a difference. It makes a difference to see and do something in front of your children. So it's been extraordinary here. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage from the commentary box. Thanks very much to Ed Caesar and to Shalane Flanagan. Brilliant insight and analysis, as always. The celebrations, I'm sure, will last long into the night. We're going to repair somewhere for breakfast. But Gabby, he's done it. And now he can party on the Prater.
Chris Dennis, thank you so much. Shalane Flanagan, Ed Caesar, excellent work there in the commentary booth. But look at these scenes out here. I can't tell you the joy that is radiating from all of the pacemakers, the Ineos team, everyone who has made this possible. His coach, Patrick, he's been with since he was a young boy, grew up in the same village, and these scenes are joyous out here. The family as well, Lynn, Jordan and Griffin, the children next to his wife Grace, just a little way away from us. They're kind of overwhelmed by what their father and husband has done. He has made history. He has joined a pantheon of greats, humans who push the limits, and to be here amongst this crowd and see the reaction of people who are here is just a special, special moment, a real privilege to see and feel the atmosphere here. There's a scrummage of photographers. They're all desperate to get the shot that they know will be the shot of their lives, potentially. And amongst that throng, just near me here, is Radzi Chinyanganya, who is eventually going to get his microphone under the nose of Eliud Kipchoge. And you can see here Fran Miller bringing him forwards. And there is Eliud Kipchoge walking just past our commentary and studio position. He's heading over here and may be able to get a little word. Oh, he's getting weighed. He's going to get weighed at the moment. This is such an important moment, obviously, for the team to get all his details, get all his data in. And Radzi's just next to us here as well. Eliud's doing the important science. He's obviously got to get that data in. They need this. They need to make sure they know all the details. They've got all of the information going forwards because Eliud Kipchoge will no doubt have another marathon to run. And he hugs team members of Ineos. He has the flag, the Kenyan flag aloft, and hugs more team members. Fran Miller there. An absolutely wonderful scene. Radzi's going to get his microphone in under his nose, I'm sure, any moment now, and we'll hear the thoughts of Eliud Kipchoge. He's a quiet man. He doesn't say a lot, but when he does, it is thoughtful. It's considered. He's such an intelligent figure, a real thinker of running. And there he is now with Radzi. Hi, Eliud. Radzi's good to see you, Eliud, but Radzi's going to have a chat with you.
If you want to come on this side, Eliud, if we come this side, you have just made history.
Yes, yes.
You've become the first man to ever run a sub 2-hour marathon. You've done it.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. It has taken 65 years for a human being to make history in sport. After Roger Bannister made history in 1954, it took another 63 years. I tried and I did not get. Now it's 65 years. I have tried. I'm the happiest man to run under 2 hours in order to inspire many people, to tell people that no human is limited. You can do it. I'm expecting more of the athletes in this all of the world to run under 2 hours after today.
I mean, what incredible words. Inspiration doesn't do it justice. How hard was that run? How were you feeling at the most painful part?
Actually, I can't say and I can't define, but the first thing is when I woke up at 4:50 to actually the starting time, that's 8:15. It was my hardest times even before the start. The time actually it was 4 hours, but it was like 30 minutes. So it was the hardest time. But all in all, the race is actually, the first kilometer is really hard the way it is. It needs actually the perseverance, it needs dedication, it needs the hard run. Yes.
Your pacemakers were fantastic, start to finish as well.
Absolutely. Remember, the 41 pacemakers are among the best athletes ever in the whole world. From the Matthew Sandro, it's the one of the world Olympic champion for 1500, to all the marathoners and Edward, they're the best. I can say, I want to say thank you for them. I want to appreciate them for accepting to do the job. And together, it is not, I am not Eliud Kipchoge, we made this together in this one.
Eliud, to see the reaction that you had, especially from Kenya, with you growing up with a single parent mother, you're proud member of it. What does this mean, especially?
Hello to Kenya. I wanted to run under 2 hours in order to tell Kenyans that everybody can step out of this store and actually think positively to what's required by a human being to do, and all of them can earn a good life. And together, you can make this world a running world. And after making a running world to this world, you can make this world a beautiful world and a peaceful world.